Look at me. Who do you see? I guess it depends on where you are and who you have decided that I need to be. Do you see Arlene, the nurse, the executive dipsy, the one who can make your life difficult or easy? Or do you see the little black girl from the village of Arima, the one who everyone thought was sure to be a teacher? Look at me. Who do you see? Do you see the young, frightened mother who went to hospital to deliver her son and left with a new baby and dogged determination, inspired by a midwife who delivered care with perfection? See the young mother who decided to change career direction. Look at me. Who do you see? Do you see the black girl who grew up hearing girls are seen and never heard? And don't look at me in the eye, how rude, but who learned that in the UK, you look others in the eye or face being accused of being all kinds of shifty and not just shy. Look at me. Who do you see? Do you see the immigrant nurse who 99-year-old Elsie thought she had to carefully instruct? Why? Because Elsie wasn't sure if nurses from Trinidad knew how to wash. Or do you see the graduate registered nurse whose qualifications the your university would not recognize, but who took it in stride, determining that starting again would not hold her eyes? Look at me. Who do you see? Do you see the BME leader who slipped on the NHS slopes and hit the glass ceilings, but who quickly realized that chasing more qualifications is not what she needed? Do you see the one who had to constantly adapt to prove her worth, all the while working on her personal and professional growth? She learned that the same words uttered by her meant something different coming from another. Said by her peer, it's assertive, but said by her, it's aggressive. Harsh words in a raised voice from a colleague are merely driven by passion and emotion. But those same words from her are interpreted as coming from an angry Black woman. She had to stand in Trinidad to demonstrate respect, but sit in the UK so not as to intimidate. See her fighting for her place, at times based merely on her race, sometimes nearly giving up because it is so very painful, and at times just feeling very, very frustrated. I've heard some say, I don't see color, I don't see race, but how can you not see the color of my face? It's important to see me, or how can you support me to have an equal place? Look at me. Who do you see? See me for my whole life and for my whole story. I am more than a nurse and a board member. I'm a daughter, a sister, a mother, and a grandmother. See the woman who has lived a life full of joys and some sorrows, who had support along the way from allies aplenty, some who held her hand when at times she felt empty. They reminded her that she was more than good enough, and others needed me. See the one who learned to put her trust in God and not man, ever confident that God has a plan. Please see the woman who is more than just a gender, a woman who is also proud of her race and her color. She's learned so much from her journey that she can share, but you will never know if you do not open your heart to her. Now, look again. Who do you see? It's your loss if you choose not to see me.